Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. First, please subscribe, like this video, and share it. So, in this video, I will be doing a meal prep, but the overnight oats will not be in this video. It will actually be linked below in a separate video. I will be making a Pao Tofu and a Quinoa Power bowl. First, we will start off by making the Pao Tofu. You will need some onions, green bell pepper, zucchini, green beans and green onions, honey, olive oil, garlic salt, sriracha, coconut aminos or soy sauce, garlic, tofu, peanuts, and cornstarch. First, we will start by preheating the oven to 400 degrees because we will be baking the tofu. I bought the tofu from Trader Joe's. Just make sure that the tofu is extra firm. After that, you'll be cutting the tofu into little cubes and then putting it into a pan where you will then add 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and then a seasoning of your choice. I personally used garlic salt. After that, you make sure that the tofu is nicely mixed with all of the ingredients and then put it in the oven for 15 minutes. So while the tofu is baking in the oven, we will get started in cooking the vegetables. You will add about 1 tablespoon of olive oil into a skillet. Add the green beans, zucchini, onions, and green bell pepper. After that, you will just cook them until they start to wilt and also until the tofu is ready. So while the veggies are cooking, we will then get started on this sauce we'll be using. So I used coconut aminos, but you could also use soy sauce. I added about 4 tablespoons of coconut aminos, about 1 tablespoon of honey, 1 tablespoon of sriracha, and then some green onions. I mix it all together and then just set it aside until the tofu is ready. So once the veggies are starting to wilt or get a little bit softer, I added some garlic and I also added some powdered ginger. So then while I'm waiting on the tofu and veggies, I then got started on cooking the rice. I used brown rice, but you can use any rice that you like. So I used about 1 cup of dry brown rice and then added about 2 cups of water. I also sprayed in some olive oil so the rice doesn't stick. So after the tofu is ready, the veggies should be starting to brown, and then you add the tofu into the veggies as well as half a cup of peanuts and also the sauce mixture that we made earlier. Once the sauce mixture is in the pan, you lower the flame and let it cook about 5 to 10 minutes once you start seeing the sauce mixture starting to thicken. And after that, that is it with the Kung Pao tofu. Next, we will get started on the Quinoa Power bowls. You will need any veggies of choice. I used baby beets, baby broccolini, cauliflower. You also need some red onions and a mixture of greens, sauerkraut, garbanzo beans, quinoa, and a dressing of your choice. I personally use the sesame soy ginger vinaigrette from Trader Joe's. Fortunately, it is not sold anymore in Trader Joe's, but use any dressing you like. So first we will start off by roasting our veggies. I again used broccolini, baby beets, and cauliflower, but you can use any veggies of your choice. You will then be adding 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and then after that I used some garlic salt, but you can use any seasoning of your choice. After that, you would add the veggies in the oven and set it at 400 degrees. It should already be 400 degrees because of the tofu, so just leave it on. And then roast them for 15 minutes. So while the veggies are roasting in the oven, we will then get started on cooking the quinoa. I use 1 cup of dry tricolor quinoa, but you can use any quinoa of your choice. So I heated up a small pot, added some olive oil spray and garlic. After that, I added in the quinoa and actually cooked it dry for a few minutes and then added 1 cup of water. After that, you will lower the flame a little bit and let the quinoa cook. So while we are waiting on the quinoa, we will then start filling in the bowls for the Quinoa Power bowls. I used 2 different types of greens. I used an iceberg lettuce mix as well as a spring mix. So 2 of the bowls I filled with the iceberg lettuce mix, and then the other 2 bowls I filled with the spring mix. After that, I added green onions, some garbanzo beans, and when the veggies were done, I added in the veggies. So for 2 of my bowls, I added some of the baby beets with the cauliflower, and with the other 2 bowls, I added the baby beets with the broccolini. So I have some variety in my meals. And then after the quinoa was finished, I added in the quinoa And you can also add in some sunflower seeds on there as well. So once the brown rice was ready, I then started prepping my Kung Pao tofu bowls. So I added in the brown rice and then added in the Kung Pao tofu, and that is it. So that is it for this meal prep video. I really hope you all enjoyed it and try some of these meals at home. Please let me know if you do. Also, don't forget to subscribe or like this video or share it. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next video.